Just wow. I found it. Was probably the worst Pokemon movie of them all. A movie so horrible, so garbage, so agitating, frustrating, horribly written, badly acted, horribly put together, god-awfully written. Just the worst Pokemon movie ever. Worse than Giratina, worse than Arceus, worse than Jirachi, worse than all of those piles of crap. This is not crap. This is straight up it. Hoopa and the Clash of Ages is not only the worst Pokemon movie I've ever had the displeasure of sitting through, but it's quite possibly one of the worst things I've ever watched. Is it offensive? No. Is it technically just harmless fluff? Sure. But after seeing what I have of this franchise and seeing how quality it can actually be from the other movies I've watched, like Lucario and the first movie and the third movie and Zoroark and Heroes, like, I expect so much more. And this movie just gives me nothing. Hoopa is one of the stupidest legendaries this franchise has ever come up with. Yes, he's not as bad and as annoying as Shaman. I will give it that. But it is ruined by the one simple fact that he has no character to speak of, outside of liking things that are circles, whether it's a hoop or a donut, and he can't jump through his own hoops. No, of course not. Because that would just make too much sense. So instead, he has to try to figure out how to go through his own hoops, while also bringing in all these other Pokemon from all these other movies, not to further the story, but to create more plot holes that him and the characters can jump through endlessly. This is a movie that just wastes your time. It is a complete waste of time. It is absolutely pointless, and it is just awful. I've watched some bad anime, but my goodness, this is one of the worst animated-related things I've ever sat through. Sure, technically it doesn't have offensive messages or it's teaching kids bad lessons or anything like that. No. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen because of its complete and total lack of effort. Because there is no effort here to be found. You want me to just give you the entire plot of the movie? Okay, here you go. It's about Hoopa. He likes hoops, he can't go through his own hoops, he ends up using hoops to create plot holes to bring back every other Pokemon from pretty much all these other movies, and then it becomes entirely pointless when Arceus shows up and just completely magics everything away. The end. And Hoopa learns how to go through his own hoops. That's it. That's the whole f***ing movie right there. The whole f***ing movie is just waiting for this stupid little f***er to go through his own f***ing hoops. It is so stupid and pointless. Look, if you somehow like this piece of shit, fine. I respect your opinion, and just because you like something I don't like, doesn't make you a bad person, okay? If you enjoy this, fine. Enjoy what you enjoy, and I respect your opinion. But never make me watch this again, please. Because this is awful. This is by far the worst piece of crap I've had to sit through for this entire marathon. And if it gets any worse from here, I am going to lose my mind. This movie is dull, bland, horribly written, convoluted, pointless, irritating, and completely lacking of effort or decency or actual care from anyone involved in it. It is total trash. And if you like it, your opinion is respected. I respect your opinion, but I do not respect this movie. Look, I'm not trying to say that these people are talentless hacks or anything like that, because, like I said, I have seen quality movies in this franchise before, like I've already listed. The first movie, 2000, Heroes, the third movie, Zoroark, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. I've seen good quality from this franchise. But when it's bad, it's bad. Like, it's even worse than the worst Dragon Ball Z movies. Yes, it is that pathetic. At its worst, Pokemon is one of the most cringy, annoying, tedious things I've ever sat through. And at its best, it can be incredibly endearing, rewatchable, and fun. This is not fun. This is crap. This is pure, genuine, unadulterated crap. And it is by far the worst one I've seen in this series. It has worse writing than Arceus. It has even worse CG than Giratina. It has a legendary even worse than Jirachi. And then you put all that together, and you get the worst movie in this franchise, without a single doubt in my mind. Again, if you somehow like this piece of crap, your opinion is respected, okay? I respect you as a person, I respect your opinion as long as you respect my opinion. And in my opinion, this movie is a disaster. And it's not just me saying it either. Phantom Strider and Anime America both agree with me on this. This is garbage. It is trash, and it is by far the worst Pokemon movie I've ever sat through. And if it gets even worse from here, I'm going to erupt. I'm going to erupt in rage if it gets any worse than this. Because if it can somehow possibly get any worse than this piece of crap, we're in trouble. Okay, I'm probably going to talk in circles now, so I should probably just get to the final verdict, right? So we can all move on with our lives. Final verdict for Hoopa and the Clash of Ages is a 1! It's a 1 out of 10! One of the worst pieces of animated crap I have ever sat through for this marathon. And I am never watching it again. It is awful. And that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I probably just blew out my voice. Joy. So, what movie's next? And please don't tell me that it's even worse. What's next? Volcanion and the Mechanical Marvel. Please don't suck. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Just this movie!